This is a Himalayan chew. This is a Domino, and Domino may have a resource guarding problem. And so this is a little bonus video I'm doing. So basically, dogs have a resource guarding. If you try to take something away, they will try to bite you. And no matter who you are, the guardian, and the guardian kind of just mentioned this in passing. So basically what I like to do, first of all, is I like to teach the dog to drop. Now, I'm not gonna be able to show you with this because once she gets this, she won't want to give it up. So when the dog has a low value items are toys that they're allowed to have at any point. So when she's got one in her mouth, not holding it here, but exclusively in her mouth, you go over and touch her nose with a high value treat. And when she drops this, you pop the treat in her mouth and you say the word drop, and then you don't pick this up. Now, I did this here because she wants to get it, and this is what I'm going to demonstrate in a second. So the idea is what you're teaching the dogs, when you have good stuff, if the human asks you to drop and you drop it, not only do they not take your stuff, they'll give you something better than what you have, and then you get your original stuff back. And after repping that a lot with a low value item, when you have a high value item like this, or your shoes, or your underwear, or a remote control, or something they're not allowed to have, and you say drop, they just spit that sucker out because they know they're going to get something better, and they get the original stuff back. Now, if it is something I have to take away from the dog, then I would want to have something like a Himalayan chew, or a bully stick, or a piece of cheese, or a treat, so that I'm trading the dog. So I'm taking away a shoe, I'm going to give you something of equal or greater value. Now, if I hold this, it's mine. If she has this, it's hers. If I hold it, we hold it together, it's ours. Now, she's just trying to latch onto it. She wants it, but because I haven't given up control of it, it's ours still. So what I want to do is I'm just going to, and I have a bunch of these training treats. I'm going to let her kind of get into it. Make sure you have a good grip on it. Drop. So I would typically shape the drop behavior independent of this. I'm just kind of showing you at once. Let's come over here and have better camera presence so people can see it from the side. So again, I'm going to let her kind of lick on it when she starts chewing it. When she gets really a good grip of it, a hold of it, drop. Now eventually, and eventually you want to get to the point where you can take the item away, but you're not pulling it away. You're waiting for her to drop, and then you're taking it away. Yes, she's a smarty pants. She wants the treats. You don't want this by itself, or you want that end? This is not the most exciting footage if you're not on like gangbusters. Now, eventually, when she has an item like this, and she's got the item, and she's chewing on it, and you approach her, she kind of freezes and hunches in. Is that what you kind of get? Okay. So that's usually resource guarding. And what they're saying is, I'm warning you, don't come closer, because I'm insecure. I'm thinking that you're going to take my stuff. It's very natural for dogs to guard resources in the wild. And it's actually not classified as aggressive behavior, because once you remove the resource, it stops immediately. So what we want to do, the dogs do, is learn that a human approaching, we're not here to stake their stuff. And we have to prove that through our actions. So what you want to do is when the dog has a high value item, and let's say she's chewing on it here and she has it by herself, you walk from this angle and you keep on walking towards her in a casual gait until she freezes. When she freezes, that's her warning, I'm about to explode if you get any closer. So you stop as soon as the dog freezes and you take note. Let's say you're 10 feet away. Then I turn and walk about 20 feet away, get a treat out and walk, and this time I stop at 11 feet and I throw a treat. And then I turn around and walk away. So the dog's like, okay, so when he approaches, he stopped before I even get a chance to warn him, and he threw a treat and then walked away. Next time you approach from this angle, do the same thing, and that angle, and always stopping at 11 feet. And after you've done it, like, you know, the dog seems nice and relaxed, then you go back to 10 feet. And the dog shouldn't react at that point. And then you throw the treat at 10 feet, then at 9 feet, 8 feet, 7 feet. And it's not always a foot each time. It might be inches. It might be 3 feet at a time. So go at your dog's pace, not at your pace. But eventually what you're teaching your dog through your actions is when I approach, not only am I not here to steal your stuff, when I approach, good stuff falls from the sky. And if you do that enough, eventually the dog is comfortable having you coming up, and you've already taught the drop command, and because you don't really seem to win, this is a test. I just drop it and I get something good and I get my stuff back. And you want to practice that a lot, so when the dog does have a high value item it's not allowed to have, you get a drop, you put the treat in the mouth, and then you would give them the trade item first, and only then would you take away your other item. So you make sure you're putting down what they're getting first. Now, you can also do a version of this with dogs. So let's say that a Porscha is loose. Well, we wouldn't have a Porscha loose because that could be a problem. She doesn't know any better. She would just walk right up. But she's got something and she's kind of in that resource guarding mode. Then you go grab one of the dogs, put it on a leash, start walking towards, and you stop at whatever that distance is, and you just formulaically just keep on getting closer and closer, but you have to go at the dog's pace. Once the dog reacts, you move too far, too fast. The whole point is just to build up that confidence through repping it over and over again. Eventually the dog's just like, yeah, when people approach, it just means that my life is getting better now that they're going to take my stuff. And eventually they don't care, you'll be able to take the thing away from her because she doesn't feel a need to guard it because you don't really seem to want it. So this is Domino, this is a Himalayan Chew, and these are some tips and tricks you can use if you have a dog that has a resource guarding problem.